Hello, GenderqueerChat viewers. My name is Christina. This is Wednesday, and I apologize for not making a video last week. I was going to, and then it was too late in the day, and then I was going to make it Saturday, and then it was too late in the day again. So, whatever. I would like to touch on last week's topic before I get into this week's topic. So, last week's topic was someone you are close to refuses to use your preferred pronouns. You would like to speak with them about this. How would you handle this conversation, and what would you say? First of all, I generally go by female pronouns in my day-to-day life. On this channel, I'm perfectly okay with, being called by gender-neutral pronouns. They, fantastic. And if someone mistakes me for a guy, then I'm totally okay being called he every now and then. But, yeah, I haven't really faced this, so I don't know how much I can say on last week's topic. But, I did want to just touch on it, and, from what I can imagine, if I were to change my pronouns, I would think I would be fairly firm with the person in that, it's, if they're not using my correct pronouns, I would feel like they don't understand my gender identity, like they don't understand me, that they're not respecting me enough, so I don't know exactly what words I would say, but something along those lines. It's just, I don't know, it sucks not if someone doesn't say your preferred pronouns in referring to you, so, I'd have to correct them. I'm definitely very firm about it if I have other trans friends, and, like, for example, if my dad says the wrong pronoun, I'm like, did you actually just say that? Like, not cool. So, I'm very firm with him, at least. In terms of my other trans friends. Yeah, so, I don't know. Pronouns are an interesting thing, because I usually go by female pronouns, because that's what I'm comfortable with, that's what I've been brought up with, and this goes into the name topic as well, in that, which is this week's topic, in that, female pronouns for me, just as with my female name, don't necessarily have to mean feminine. Now, the crappy thing about female pronouns and a female name is that people do consider them to be feminine. So, if someone is using a female pronoun for me, I don't know for sure whether they see me as feminine or not. I hope they don't, right? But I'm kind of moving towards, should I change my pronouns? Because, I don't know, at least if they're respecting my pronouns, then I know that they see me as androgynous, or that they see me as masculine, or what have you. I would think, although you can't be sure, but, because it's less about pronouns and names, and it's more about, I just hope that people see me the way that I see myself, which is next to impossible. But if they can see me as, somewhat androgynous and that sort of thing, and that I can do anything a guy can do, or whatever, that sort of thing, or I should be able to do anything a guy can do, things like that, then that's fine. I wish, I like my name, and I like female pronouns, but it's, you don't always know, right, if they see you as genderqueer, as androgynous, as what have you. So that brings us to this week's topic, which is from a friend of mine who wrote, "Being genderqueer has the idea of changing one's name to being gender appropriate crossed your mind." So, talking about names. And yes, it has crossed my mind. However, it hasn't crossed my mind in terms of, oh, I have to find something gender neutral, because I'm not really a fan of gender neutral names for myself. Um, the way that I've thought about it is if, and I know this doesn't really work in practical ways, but okay, so I've thought of it in ways of if I were to ever medically transition and live in society as male, what name would I choose? And the first name that I came up with was Chad, and I don't go by that, and I never really have gone by that, but people have, because I mentioned it when I was like in high school, at the last year that I was in high school, and I was like, hey, maybe I should call myself Chad one day if I transition, hardy har har. And so every now and then they would call me that. But that is not a name that I totally think works with me. I liked it because I wanted something that was similar to my birth name, because I like my birth name. But, yeah, and so more lately I've thought of Christian, which would be very close to my birth name of Christina. And I've thought of what names my parents came up with if they were going to have a boy, which was Jeffrey Curtis, which I don't like the name Jeffrey because it's a little bit common, and I know a Jeff, and I don't think that Jeff really works for me, but Curtis might, possibly, don't know. Let me think. Oh, that's what I was going to say about my birth name. In terms of, I don't really see it as being feminine. I like my birth name. So for now, who knows how I would feel in the future, but for now I like my birth name. And, other people may see it as feminine, but it's not feminine for me. It only gets feminine if you, like, my dad sometimes calls me Chrissy, and that's feminine, or if he calls me Tina, and that's feminine, and I'm like, eh. But Christina, the full name, never felt feminine to me while I grew up. So, I don't know. But, like I said, like, society sees it as feminine, so they might mistake me for a feminine person. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point, but I'm kind of thinking about maybe heading into the direction of changing pronouns, changing my name. I don't know. It would be it's like how I've thought about, taking testosterone, and again, this is I'm on a tangent now, but it's like how I've thought about taking testosterone, and I've thought I would like to take testosterone and then still be, like, female, sort of, but I don't know, because I like the fact, like I've said before, like, I have these roots in that I was born female and I identified with it when I was young, but, I'd never identified with being feminine, and I was jealous of the changes that guys got in puberty and yada yada yada, and, like, I'm okay with primary sexual characteristics, i.e. I have no bottom dysphoria, but I'm not so okay with my secondary sexual characteristics. So it's like, I don't know. It's a question of where exactly does my gender identity fit? And again, this is a total, complete tangent off of the topic, but it's a question of where does my gender identity fit? All these things, pronouns, names, the whole enchilada, everything. where does my gender identity fit? How can I describe my gender identity? How can I express my gender identity properly? How can other people see me the way that I see myself? And that is a tough question, because I don't think it's totally possible. But c'est la vie. That is the end of this topic. I will end this now. Yeah, I'll end this now. So I guess there's no bonus question this week, so see you guys next week. Bye.